Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Desumu, then it's Josh Giddey, and it's the Prophet in at the 2. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
You believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle, let's keep a close eye on it.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the Prophet. Here's the 3. Hart pulls it in. And here's Brunson. No good on the triple. Here's the Prophet. And the 3 off target. Anunoby on the wing. He's covered by Desumu. And slams it home.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. The Prophet, that's good.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
About a minute into this first quarter. Brunson taking his time here. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Brunson.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Giddey passes to the Prophet. Pass to Buzelis. Picked by Vucevic. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Bridges. They push it up 4 on 3. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity spread.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Connects from downtown.
The lefty Brunson with a sweet 3-stroke.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to the Prophet. And stolen by Bridges. Outside Hart. Shoots over to Sumu. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Bridges. Elbow shot on the way. The Knicks with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Back to Towns. Pass to Brunson. From deep. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. New York leading by 4. Outside Hart. To the paint. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And what a stuff there. Bridges doing it with authority.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor. Your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Here's the Prophet. He had 34 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Towns can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The Prophet, the pass to Vucevic. The swim move for three. Gets the three ball to go.
Yeah, I mean, they put so much focus on Vucevic, it leaves a wide open man.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Pulls up. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early is already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's the Prophet. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Giddey passes to the Prophet. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Over Brunson. And it's Giddey missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 5-point game. Great open look there. Bridges has got 8.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Wizards was outstanding. He came away with 34 points, and he was big on the glass, posting a season high in rebounds. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Brunson. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Vucevic. Giddey with a screen on Robinson. Here's Buzelis. Outside Giddey. To end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling it with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
A team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you for the report. Here's the Prophet. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Buzelis has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Now here's McBride. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. We might see him look.
We need some energy out there, MP.
Knicks leading by 15. So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Miles McBride is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Tucker in at the 4-man position. And the basket by Bridges.
More signs of Bridges' hard work in the offseason paying off in his jump shot.
Here's the Prophet. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. The Prophet's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Payne, the pass to Robinson. Payne against Giddey. Pass to Bridges. Count counted from distance. He's got 13.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Here's the Prophet, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Mikal Bridges. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, and have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
And here's Payne outside, and it's Giddey with a rebound.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Pulls up for 3, sends it home from three-point land.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so here is Chicago. Here's the Prophet. He's got 7. Ball finds Giddey. Pulls it. He squares up and sinks it. Giddey's got his second bucket on the night.
Now, Giddey's shot continues to look like it's taking its strides.
And Bridges, here we go. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Ball. No points so far. Pass to the Prophet. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Brunson. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Mikal Bridges.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Pass the ball. The 3. Drops it. The 3. Ball's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
Bridges outside. Now Anunoby. Towns outside. Lets it go from deep. That one is off. The Bulls trail by 19. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Second team foul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. All no good. New York leading by 19. Pass to Bridges. That's no good. Now he's 7 for 9. For Chicago, they've gotten 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter. To the inside, outside Giddey. Over to the left wing, 6 to shoot, the Prophet. Off target from outside. For New York, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Drops in the layup for 2. Bridges has got 19 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's the Prophet. And it's New York with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. And as their amazing winning streak continues, this is a story that's gone beyond sports. It's captured the entire country's attention.
Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak? That's going to be interesting.
Inside. And stolen by Bridges. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's the Prophet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Brent, creeping up on the halfway point of the season. What things change for teams at this stage?
Well, I think there's just a lot more definition, right, BA? You're talking about the minutes that you're playing, the roles that you're playing, who's established, the type of skill set that they bring to each and every contest. So the rust is off, the players are in great shape, and now the team is tuning themselves in to a higher standard of play.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to the Prophet. Lets it go from 14. And the shot is good off the backboard. The Prophet's got 10. New York has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Robinson on the wing. Collins defending. McBride. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that. There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Well, the Knicks shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Up top, Robinson. Collins defending. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Bulls have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. New York, again, can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And he's gone for the lob. And a big finish by Robinson.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
Here's the Prophet. McBride covers. The kick out to White. Pass to the Prophet. Now here's Collins. To shoot to the left side wing. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by McBride. New York shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Smith against Towns. Left side Brunson. Shoots over White. Rebound by the Bulls. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
The Prophet, that's good.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
New York leading by 23. Outside McBride. Anunoby on the wing. Towns outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Collins has got 4 rebounds now.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Now here's Anunoby. 14 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
White against Brunson. Pass to the Prophet. Takes the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Here's McBride. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Mikal Bridges has been on display for New York. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be back in a moment.
63.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Chicago Bulls.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan?
And moving on, time to check out. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the 3rd quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half. Maximizing his opportunities. Offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's the Prophet in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. Knocks down the triple.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Outside Hart. Bridges outside. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long J. Towns has got 9 points.
There's a 3 for Towns, countering the 3 they just gave up.
Here's the Prophet. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Bridges outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be the first of 5 games in a row at home. Hart passes to Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, so far, the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikal is teaching them.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's the Prophet. Now here's Giddey. Brunson defending. It's Giddey on the wing. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Anunoby finds Brunson. Towns outside. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough? This guy has continued to work hard every year and turned himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me. Of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You gotta dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, B.A., the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
4th team foul.
Brunson with it. He's got 18. Here's Bridges. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the Prophet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
The line for Chicago.
It's both from the stripe. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1".
New York leading by 19. On the floor for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the 1. Now here's Towns. Jacks up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. Here's the Prophet. Dosunmu on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Goes up at the elbow. Good. He hits the jumper. The Prophet's got 23 points. The Knicks shooting 55% for the game so far. Payne finds Towns. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the middle. Outside Giddey. Pass to the Prophet. Clock at 6. Here's Buzelis. Inside. Here's the Prophet. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the three ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Terrific timing by Towns. He's right there to collect the ball and slam it down.
Outside Giddey. DeSumo outside. Launches it. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Anunoby. Back to Payne. Pass to Towns. Over Buzelis. Outside McBride. The three ball. Chicago with a rebound. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From deep Giddey, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Knicks leading by 13. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny it.
Here's the Prophet. McBride covers the Prophet. Now here's Giddey. And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. Drives to the hoop. The Prophet, that's good. The Prophet's got 12 points in just the second half. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Bridges outside. The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. The Prophet's got 4 rebounds now. Anunoby against Giddey. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. 13-point lead. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Monday, they'll defend the home court against the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And that game against Sacramento, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Giddey. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by DeSumo. Here's Kolek. Here's Brunson. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Here's Buzelis to the inside. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Buzelis. Buzelis has got his 4th assist in this one. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Bridges. Giddey passes to the Prophet. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And he knocks down the first one. He does not get the second one. Knicks leading by 12. For three, Bridges sinks the tray. Bridges has got 29 points.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
This one for three. Gets the three to fall.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Outside Hart. Bridges left side. Ananobi for three. And again, New York with the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Dosunmu. Here's the Prophet. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now here's Bridges. He's covered by Dosunmu. Bridges misses. Pass to the Prophet. Launches a three. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Brunson. And here's Hart. There's the triple. Ellis grabs the board. Here's the Prophet. Pure from three-point range. The Prophet's got 35.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. The Prophet's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dosunmu, the pass to the Prophet. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Pass to Giddey. Over Ananobi. And it's New York with a rebound. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
For three, Bridges drills it from deep. Bridges has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's Bridges' shot right there, the corner three.
The Bulls trail by 15. Here's the Prophet. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Brunson. Puts it up from 12. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Ellis. To the wing, right side. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Knicks.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first 2 matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mikal Bridges.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
34 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Brunson passes to Town.